So today, Friday the 18th of June, the licence holders with the N licence in Holland are allowed to broadcast on 100 watts maximum. We've been upgraded from 25 watts to 100, which isn't a huge amount, but I'll take 100 watts over 25 any day, and that's on all the HF frequencies. So luckily I have a little helper here we call a foot warmer, and I'll explain a bit further. GoPro, stop recording. So I got myself this little helper here, which is an ACOM 1500. Very well respected make. Very heavy. It can dead key 1200 watts and it peaks around 1600, which I'm never ever going to be used. Well, not in this country anyway. Since we've been upgraded to 100 watts, I'm able to take it to at least 100 and give my end amplifier a rest. If I'm working this all day at 100 watts, there's going to be around 16-17 amps running around the inside of this. I'd just prefer much less amps in here, and maybe this doing all the leg work. It's a beautiful machine, and I'll switch it on and we'll take it a bit further. I've got it into a dummy load, 300 watts for test purposes. So we press the button on and we have to wait 3 minutes to warm up, as we can see. And I believe in the meantime what people do is just check the bands and see what's happening. So that's what I'll do. And you can see the size between and the radio, quite a difference. We'll come back to it in a minute or so. And in the meantime, the arrow's pointing towards Poland. We'll just press start and head it towards England, the UK, Scotland and Wales. It's on slow speed, but there's no rush because you have to wait for the tube to warm up. There's a few things happening on the radio. We'll have a quick look. So tuning it in is very easy. You have an arrow that comes on. I'll show you. Obviously make sure the radio is on very low power. Mine's on about 10 watts at the moment. And what you do is you key up. I have to press the transmit here, and you can see you just get it so the arrow is in the middle, like so. Bit out, so. And if you're far out, an arrow tells you which way to actually go. And then with the tune, you turn the tune until it lights up the most. And there we go. We're all ready to go. We'll take it off transmit. And the radio is ready. We can have a look at a few things here. Have a look at the forward power. 112. A bit over the legal maximum, but we're on a dummy load, so it doesn't really matter. 150 easily. And you can see the lights come on here to tell you what's going on. Reflective power, well, nothing because there's a dummy load, and that's around 200 watts. And we see the SWR perfect because we're on a dummy load. And that's basically it. We have three, that's my 11 meter Yagi. That's the big boy, which is the 3-element 3-band Yagi. So now I'm allowed to use so much power, well 100 watts, I think we'll see who's on the radio. But she's very well built. I'll take the dummy load off and See how it goes. So she's warmed up. We have a few things that can tell us, like a forward power, of course, reflected, what the output is, very important, and the SWR, and a few other things, drive power, and a few things that are good to know. But the main screens also has the, for the exhaust fan, the temperature of the tube. So the first thing we have to do is tune it in, like every amplifier. We'll put it on 27 megahertz, even though this does on the dummy load up to 300, and we'll tune it in. Well, let's see what we can hear.
Frequency in use. PD5S023WKF. Yo por Berlin, over.
And this is with my aerial pointed towards England, Scotland. Yeah, there's not a great deal happening here at the moment. Let's try another band. A very good morning. Do you copy a 19 Charlie Tango 022 standing by?
Yeah, Roger, that is correct. 19 Sugar Delta 121, you're 59 on the log, and that is correct. 2680, Charlie Mike Alpha / Alpha, Roger.
Well, be patient, we'll try again.
59 plus 30 dB. Have a great weekend. We're going to enjoy the England-Scotland game today. Bye-bye. Cheers,
19 Charlie Tango 022 standing by.
Roger, 19 Charlie Tango 022, you're 5 and 9, 59 on the log.
Yeah, thanks very much. You're doing a 9 and a radio 4 into Rotterdam. Thanks very much and good luck with the game.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you from Rotterdam. 26 Alpha Tango, Charlie Mike.
Well, it works. We can hardly hear him, but he heard us. Good morning. Do you copy a 19 Charlie Tango 022 standing by? I think he's in Poland, and my aerial's pointed towards England. I think I'll put my aerial the other way.
Northwest Italy, but the propagation in this moment is not so good. It's many QS maker. You're 5 by 7. And the name is Flavio, like Foxtrot, Lima, Alpha, Victor, India, Oscar. Flavio is the handle, and the QTH is a Genoa city in the west part of Italy, like Golf, Echo, November, Oscar, Alpha. Anyway, microphone back to you. Papa Delta 1, Lima, Echo, Golf. This is IK1 JPV, over.
And a very good morning to you. This is John from the city of Rotterdam, and today It's very, very, very quiet on the bands today. I mean, all the bands at the moment. But just the versatility of this amp, I'm on 5% power, which is really about 3 watts. And we can see I'm on forward power here. Oopsie daisy. I want to keep the microphone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I can stay well within range of 100 watts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. So this amplifier can dead key on 1200, peak on 17 temporarily, or just do 100 watts. Fantastic. Hopefully it'll be a bit busier soon and I can give it a full test. But I have my amateur radio full license in 2 weeks. And if I get my full license, I can then use 400 watts legally, which is far more than 100. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it'll get a bit busier and I can try the 100 watts out. But it's a shame that it's so quiet just when we get an upgrade on our power. Thanks for watching. This is a really a big box. (022) standing by.
Charlie Tango, sorry, 022, is that correct?
Yes, it's 19 Charlie Tango 022 from the city of Rotterdam. A very good morning.
Charlie Tango 02, I recognise that voice as well. Yeah, 19 Charlie Tango 022 in Rotterdam. Good morning, I recognise the voice also. What's the first one?
And you're making the signal very well, almost a 9, and a radio 4 to 5. You're one of the very few stations I can hear. Here in Holland, the propagation is very quiet. Over.
Yeah, well, what's the operator name, please? What's the person?
The person is John, and I'm trying out a new piece of equipment. If you give me a quick modulation check and maybe a radio check, that'd be much appreciated. Over.
Yeah, John, good morning. John, we spoke to you before. Operator is Tony. Tango Oscar, November, Yankee. Tony, John. John, you're 5 and 9. Your audio is beautiful. The audio is Q5. No matter whatsoever there, John. Nice. What is the radio, John? What's the what is the transceiver?
Yeah, I'm on an.
So hard that let's see, hairs in my nose would swing with tingling, if you understand that. Good morning. Your radio report is 5 and 9, 5 and 9. The operator this said it's Charlie Hotel Romeo is the Sierra QSL.
And a very good morning, Chris. You're speaking to John out of Rotterdam. I have my Yagi pointed towards England, Ireland area, but you don't sound very Irish, so I think you're from the England area. And a very good morning.
Good morning, John. Good morning. Yes, no, I'm not that far from Ireland. As the crow flies, probably about 80 miles, about 120 kilometres, 130 kilometres. So I am quite close to the Irish, and I have worked for the Irish people. But I'm on the northwest coast of a place called Heysham, Hotel Echo Yankee Sierra Hotel Alpha Mike. A nice little town, a nice little village. It was a fishing village for many years, but now it's got a little bit bigger and nobody fishes here. It's a tourist attraction there, John. 2 Echo Zero Hotel Charlie Sierra to Papa Delta 1.
Yes, well, that's the way a lot of the places go. I used to live in England 20 years ago in the city of Manchester, and I went back there a few years ago, and I could hardly recognise the place. And I imagine in the small fishing villages, yeah, people are just moving out. You know, times are changing, my friend. Times are changing. But I'm getting around 9 to +10, a lovely Radio 5 into Rotterdam from Papa Delta 1, Lima Echo Golf.
Thank you very much, John. Thank you very much, John. Much appreciated for the nice radio report. I was just looking on, you're not on QRZ. I can't find you if you are. I must be typing you in from there. But yeah, you're a lovely signal. I can hear the accent as well. I can hear your accent there because you've got a little bit of a Mancunian accent in the back there with the English. Manchester, every city, I don't any city in the world, especially in the Western world, has changed beyond recognition now over the last 20 and 30 years. Multiculturalism and everything else that goes with it, it's changed and changed and changed. Most major cities now, I look at London, I look at Wales, go from Lancaster to Torrisholme,
An operator to the north of England.
and it's just all one building. That everything is all.
He's not actually too far away from where I used to live in Manchester.
My house is next to a railway line.
Next to a railway line. And a very good morning, Brian. On the last round, I got almost 20 dB over 9 and a very, very nice modulation. Very nice, clear voice. I'm speaking from the city of Rotterdam. My name is John. I have my Yagi pointed, I think, directly at your house. And at the moment, you're the strongest signal I can see on the scope. Over.
Okay, fine business, okay, John, Papa Delta 1 Lima Echo Golf, G3WCY, yeah, you were also peaking 20 over 9 there, so very fine business. The rig chair, by the way, is a 4 Golf Tango whiskey, and it looks like a 2-element beam, but it's a non-resonant dipole with a special ballon in the centre, and pieces on the end for flat tuning, and it works on all bands from 40 metres right away through to 6 metres, and it works very well on most bands, and it's got quite a wide scope, so very useful antenna.
On my 7300, the only signal I can see is you. What stations are you hearing from Ireland? Because when I turn the Yagi towards Italy, very, very quiet, and that's really unusual for Italy, and also France is very quiet. What stations are you hearing over Papa Delta 1, Lima Echo Golf?
Yeah, I just went, there's a lot of activity on 10 metres there. There's a lot of European propagation on 10 metres at the moment, over.
Oh, well, that looks like the place to go and test my new amplifier. It's so nice to be able to use 100 watts. I mean, 25 watts. It just seems so little. But anyway, my friend, very nice talking to you. I'm sure we'll speak sometime soon.
Yeah, no bother, John. Thank you very much. Enjoy the hobby. I'm glad you got your license. Enjoy the DX. Thank you, John. Good morning.